Welcome to the revolution.
New York decided to change their definition of inmate to incarcerated person because they believed that they were a marginalized group. So let's see if I can find an article that explains that real quick for you, because I think it's pretty weird where we're getting to, where we're trying to pad the idea of we're literally trying to protect those of us. Now, I am a firm believer that the United States, the freest country in the world, is not that. We're the exact opposite of that. We have more incarcerated individuals than the next 3 first world countries combined, and more so than like almost every other country under that combined as well. So I believe that we far, far over imprison people in the United States, way more than we should. Way, 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 way more than we should. Okay. So let me start with that premise. I do not believe that we should be incarcerating people at the rates that we are. I think that we are you claim to be the freest country in the world, but yet you have more humans behind bars than any other country at all in the world per capita, by far per capita, and even more than just the average statistic. So, and then on the backs of that, you have the Reiner situation where we're literally trying to trade Russian mobster arms dealers called I don't remember his name, but it was like his like nickname was like the bloody something. I don't know, it was something wild. But we're literally trying to trade a arms dealer who was going after US citizens with bombs for somebody who was smoking weed or bringing on marijuana cartridges in Russia. Yet we have hundreds of thousands of fathers, mothers, daughters, humans sitting behind bars today eating bullshit food because they wanted to smoke something, ingest something that is literally legal in however many states today, like 17 or more states at this point. Marijuana is legal. And we're negotiating terrorists to free this one individual in Russia, yet we have hundreds of thousands of people behind bars today, and it's still a federal Schedule 1 drug. I don't know how I got in that tangent. But anyways, back to New York, which is that New York changes the term inmate to incarcerated individual with the goal of, let's see, that article's gone. New York to scrap inmate in favor of incarcerated individual in new state law. It said New York will no longer refer to prisoners as inmates and will instead call them incarcerated individuals, according to a new law. Democratic New York governor, surprise, surprise, Kathy Hochul, signed the legislation Monday. She argues that removing the term inmate will help to reduce a harmful stigma against incarcerated people by correcting outdated terminology. Oh, you don't like the sound that I say with my mouth, Missy? In New York, we're doing everything in our power to show that justice and safety can go hand in hand. We can make our streets and communities safer by giving justice-involved individuals. What the fuck? What are we doing here? Next thing you know, Webster is going to be changing the definition of incarcerated. We can make our streets and communities safer, she says, by giving justice-involved individuals the chance to complete the rehabilitation program and work at the same time. By treating all New Yorkers with dignity and respect, we can improve public safety while ensuring New Yorkers have a fair shot at the second chance. Oh, you think changing the word is going to do that for them? Democratic State Senator Gustavo Rivera sponsored the legislation through the New York State Legislature, according to Rochester First. For too long, we as a society have thought of incarcerated individuals as less than people. The use of the word inmate further dehumanizes and demoralizes them. This is another concrete step our state is taking to make our criminal justice system one that focuses on rehabilitation rather than relying solely on punishment. The New York law is the latest example of a trend among Democrats. Did I just come up with a new slogan? Is a new trend among Democrats to adjust current terminology. Progressive Democrats, progressive Democrats like Representative Cori Bush have also pushed towards referring to mothers and women as birthing people. Wrong. When we talk about birthing people, we're being inclusive. It's that simple. We're using gender neutral language when talking about pregnancy. No, because pregnancy is not gender neutral, bitch. Only women, only uteruses, only vaginas have the power to birth children. And you cannot take away from women the fact that they're literally superheroes who can 3D print organic material better than any machines or science that we have today. You cannot take that superpower away from them. It is the most incredible thing that a human can do ever, and only half of us can do it. And I could never claim to birth a child. Been a part of several births. I have several children, and I cannot do what my wife did. Cannot do it. Promise you. No matter how hard I squeeze, no matter how much I push my belly out, I cannot have a child.